Hello and welcome to another episode of Pitstop Fracas. I'm Chris. I'm joined today by two esteemed gentlemen. So, Brother Richard, how are you?
I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. I had a fantastic weekend from the sporting side. All my ops mothered Arsenal, United, so on and so forth. Liverpool won, Oscar won. Who else won as well? Oh yeah, Paddy Pimblett won. Yeah, man, it's just been a great weekend on the sporting side for me. Anyway, how about you, Venture? How are you doing?
Do you think I care about Premier League football, bruv? It's Champions League only. I'm in church doing prayers over that football club, bro. Though there was no outside this weekend. It was church, night vigil Friday, youth service Saturday, main service today. We're locked in, bro. I saw that Madrid coach died the next day. I said, their blood sacrifice already hit, bro. We're not doing this. It's straight prayers. Anyway, I'm also joined by Mahad. How are you, bro?
I'm all good. Welcome to the McLaren domination era. I'm enjoying life. We won our second home race, so I'm happy.
Fair enough. That's a spoiler, but anyway, you shouldn't be listening if you don't know if you haven't watched the race and you don't know who's watched the race. Anyway, let's get onto it. The Bahrain Grand Prix, back to acceptable time zones for races. So we'll quickly go over qualifying. We have Piastri on pole, Russell second. Well, Russell qualified second but fell to third. Leclerc qualified P3 but went up to second. In fourth place was Antonelli, who fell on fifth, and in fifth place was Pierre Gasly. At the back, we had Oliver Behrman at the back. Liam Lawson also went on Q1 with like Lance Stroll and Bortoletto. Any standouts in qualifying in terms of good or bad for you, Richard?
Standouts. In terms of good, yeah, there was some good ones. Pressure put down a really impressive pole lap, to be fair. Russell, he done an amazing lap, to be honest. He almost got pole as well. Who else did an impressive one? Antonelli, he done, he's proven his worth this season in terms of his talents. He qualified P4. With the penalty, got P5. Gasly as well. Gasly was probably arguably the most impressive because I don't think anyone's seen it coming for him to qualify that high up the grid, to be honest with you. That's in terms of impressive. In terms of stinkers, there's a few, to be honest. Unfortunately, there was who else? Max, a little bit of a stinker, to be fair, on that side. Who else really shot the bed? I mean, Behrman, unfortunately, qualified last as well, to be honest. I think that's Lawson as well. All the talk over him was unfair for Tim to get swapped after two races. His teammate is qualifying P12 while he's qualifying P17, so he had a bit of a stink on that front as well, to be honest. That's really it. Yeah, in terms of positives and negatives, in terms of quality, it was quite a decent quality session overall. So yeah, I was quite impressed.
And Mahad, any standouts for you, positive or negative?
Standout because Fernando Alonso told us so. It will be Alonso because he told us that that's the best he could get out of the car. It was a P15 or P14. So, but he told us explicitly on the mic this is all he could do. So no other driver could do it. So we have to listen to Alonso on that one. Obviously, Oscar Piastri just in control in terms of the whole of qualifying session. Just knew what he was doing. George Russell, really good lap. Leclerc, really good lap. In terms of stinkers, I'm not gonna lie. Lando Norris stinker. Looking like Daniel Ricciardo, just does not know how to drive the car. Just absolutely, it literally just looks like Daniel Ricciardo. Somebody that does not know how to drive a car, especially this car. So not good at all. I think he locked up first corner or something like that. So and then his lap was basically over. Lewis Hamilton again. I don't know how much times we're gonna have to say qualifying Saturday. Lewis Hamilton. It's getting spooky, lads. Can't lie. It's getting spooky. It's all good, being a couple tenths off Leclerc. But Leclerc's P3 and your P9, spooky hours, man. Not every day recovery on a Sunday. Let's just qualify. It's something that he's got to figure out. He said he was slow after the race, after the qualifying session, and he just needs to work it out. I think same with Lando as well, but just not good at all. And who else was it? Esteban Ocon clarted it into the wall, unprovoked. Raj, this is your guy. Let's have a word. We've been there. We've been there, that corner. We've seen that. When if you shot that shot?
Hey man, we got points on Sunday, and it's Haas. Look, it's Haas Heritage. Haas Heritage is having a crazy repair bill. The tariffs have hit. The repair bill's gonna be crazy. This is Heritage. we can't deny Heritage. You know, they've gone through Grosjean, Magnussen, Mika Mazepin. This is Heritage. We just accept what it is.
So Ocon decided to adopt that lifestyle.
Yeah, part of the family, innit?
Embed just dropping yourself. It where nobody drops it. He just decided, I'm dropping it there. Gonna have a bit of a wobble, clot it right into the wall. Out in quali. After your teammate just went out P20.
Did his job beat his teammate? You know.
No, we can't take those as dubs. Let's have some shame.
Okay. So it's a stinker for crashing the quali, especially in Bahrain. That's crazy, but it's one of those things where he redeemed himself today, so I won't be too harsh on him because, you know, if you're like one of the best of the rest, then fair enough, man.
Also, yeah, I know Gasly did a very, very good job, but in the first two sessions, it was looking spooky for him. The dude was dropping time with his head top. And out of nowhere, he pulled out that lap to get into Q3. But it was looking scary for him. And we'll keep an eye on that. Because I thought Duan was terrible. But it's looking like he's got a bit of turn. He's got a little bit of pace in him. A little bit. I have to give him credit for that.
Duan has speed. It's just everything else is kind of ass. And you can't, like, he's not like reliable. So it's like, you're a bit fast, but everything else is a bit funny. So he's going to make mistakes. He's going to do the DRS opening turn one antics. He's going to, you know, terrorize other drivers in wheel-to-wheel combat. But, you know, if you ask him to do one lap, he's good. But anyway, I think...
I'm sorry. This is really out of the point because I'm just looking at the results now. Yeah, for the race. Why was Nico Hulkenberg disqualified?
Oh, plank wear.
Howler. Absolute howler. But yeah, let's move on.
let's move on to the race. All right. So obviously after qualifying and all the penalties were applied, we start the race. There's a mix of strategies with some going on softs, others going on mediums. So the Ferrari duo were on mediums. Oscar was on softs. Mercedes were on softs. Well, everyone else was on softs, apart from some people at the back, but you cares too much. So Oscar gets away well. George overtakes Leclerc right away. Lando goes from P6 to P2 with some question mark driving. So, Richard, what was your thoughts on the race start?
Race start was pretty chaotic, to be honest with you. If we were to start from the day start, Max managed to clock. Lando was having issues with... he basically overshot his grid spot. You know, Max, you know, Mr. Eagle Eye, one eye, I can see everything. Managed to clock that straight away. Straight in the blower. Yo, Max. Lando, he's overshot, given penalty, boom, boom, boom. So we had a halo on that front. I think he had issues with the neutral and stuff like that. Managed to shoot up to P3, end up Dyson, but like Russell and Charles and stuff like that. So he had a good start, to be fair. Sainz overtook Kimi as well. Just a bit of that. Russell overtook Charles. Charles had a bit of a nightmare going on from like P2 up to P4. But Oscar and Claire, he was gone. He was like, I didn't get involved in all that all that riffraff. And yeah, it was a pretty eventful race start, to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, Lando deserved the 5-second penalty. Absolute howler, to be honest with you. It can't stuff like that kind of opens up the question of, does Lando have the minerals for a world title fight or to win a world title? Because you can't be doing stuff like this. Like you just can't. You can't be qualifying P6 and then all of a sudden you have a great start, but you can't even start on your good box properly and stuff like that. So, we had a bit of a mixed bag today, Lando, to be fair. Especially trying to juggle with Russell on the new softs and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it was a good race start. This is what happens when, you don't resurface the track. I don't think the Bahrain SIG has ever been resurfaced. So this is what happens when you don't resurface the track. Real hoops, real racing. So yeah, decent race starts if you.
Mahad, I'm going to ask you a question about Norris, because obviously you're the McLaren fan. What was going through your head when you found out Norris had parked incorrectly and gave himself a 5-second penalty after that, stinky qualifying on the Saturday?
I just said it's kind of just typical for the weekend. So he stopped short of the grid box, and then he tried to creep forward, and then not thinking that he's got Randall next to him from recess that's going to snitch on him. So you might as well just stay short, because you can't move the car with this guy next to you. You know what I'm saying? You might as well stay way. I know you stopped way before your grid box by mistake, and you tried to correct the mistake, and then you made another mistake. So it's just kind of symbolic of the day. The fact that he left with anything today is quite hilarious, because that is, I think, probably top 2 worst performance of his entire career.
Of his entire career?
Absolute stinker.
Wow. I didn't think it was that crazy.
And the fact that he left for a podium, boy, he's lucky, man. He's lucky, man. He's left for a podium even like now, like the run of form he's in. Yeah, this is a bad run of form, but he's still on the podium every race. The fact that he's just stat padding points while he's being meaty, this might save him if he does turn it around. This little period that he was proper meaty and he still bagged points. You know what I'm saying? But if it continues like this, it's spooky.
No, I'm not gonna lie, Richard. Yeah, he was spooky today. Like he wasn't looking good, because as we go through the race, in the first stint, so Lando makes his way up to P3. Then he was just breathing heavy like a dog behind Russell for like the whole entire the first stint.
I watched that first stint. Russell was fast, man. At the beginning of that race, Russell was fast, man. I'm telling you now. He was even like it's not like Piastri dropped him 5 seconds, 6 seconds immediately. He was hanging about for a bit at the beginning.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was thinking, Mercedes are fast. If they slap an upgrade on this car, it's scary. And they're already second in the constructors. They still got a chance.
They don't have a chance in the constructors.
And listen, you're still around. Like I just said, if you put an upgrade and it works.
Yeah, but no. The thing is, yeah, like Antonelli's good, but he's not there. And like, it's one thing where it's like, I don't think he'll be able to like get podiums if them man were in a tussle. He won't be getting podiums with them. Mercedes will have to be clear for him to be, consistently get podiums, not a one-off result, like consistency. Like he'd need a Japan type race instead of a Bahrain type race.
They in terms of construction, obviously, if George keeps doing what he's doing, they're gonna be hanging about. But they just literally sacrificed Kimi, because the fact that Kimi didn't get points today is outrageous. It's outrageous that he hasn't got points.
He cooked his tires.
Why are they putting him on softs? He's a rookie. What are we doing it? In Bahrain, one of the highest deck tracks on the calendar, they said, yeah, let's slap him on softs for 20 plus laps. Man don't even know Pirelli's.
That's a different problem. That's a different problem. They have a different level of bozo, and it's like
that's what I'm saying. They could have at least got a P8.
Yeah, nah. Because they slapped them softs twice, you know. That's how bad it was. They slapped them soft slap 27. And then when they saved car out, slapped on some more used softs again.
Used. Are you hearing this? Used.
Yeah. They were all used. The start I'll tell you because I've got the graphical. So both Russell and Antonelli starts on used softs. Russell changed on lap 13 to new mediums and then changed to used softs on lap 32. Antonelli starts on used softs, changed to new mediums on lap 12, used softs on lap 27, then some more used softs on lap 32, and then said, hold that, go to the end.
This is what I'm saying. This is not a Russell situation where Russell was up in the front, you know what I mean? Like, Antonelli was in a dogfight with other cars, and they said, yeah, slap softs in. Give him softs.
Do you know what I think it is? I think they were planning to free stop him, yeah, and then the safety car caught them out. Because it wouldn't make sense to slap a rookie on, or I don't know how many tires they are left to. It wouldn't make sense to slap him on used softs and then say go to them from lap 27. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
unless they're trying for a big rating.
They saw him dunk on Verstappen and they thought, yeah, this is the guy.
Yeah, toss on the blower. Yeah, we got him now.
Everyone's clapping in the garage. They're like, yeah, this is the guy.
Yeah. The ones, you know, I seen right it. They cut to the garage when he overtook Verstappen.
Yeah.
You know, like that. You know,
they were clapping like he won the race. I was like, okay. Let's calm down.
We don't need Max no more. You know, we don't need him no. We've got our Max here, bro.
Yeah, this is our Max. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, but going back to the first
McDaniels.
We got our Jaden McDaniels. This is the Jaden McDaniels draft picks.
Going back to
the beginning. Obviously, that's the reason. And I think the only thing that I give Norris is his race pace was quick. He was quick. He made that 5-second penalty look like it didn't exist. He eradicated it immediately in the first couple stints. So that was the only thing. But you have to give credit to Russell and Mercedes. In that first stint, they were fast, man. Not the last stint, but the first stint they were hanging about, man. Because in my eyes, I saw Oscar have a fantastic start. I thought, okay, fine, let's get this 20-second buffer immediately. Let's do a Zandvoort Lando. Let's just duck out completely, yeah. Russell hanging about. And I thought that was going to be the same at the end when he put the softs on and they did the safety car restart. But Oscar said, nah, I'm good. No. He was even faster in that situation.
Do you know what happened then? Russell said, 24 laps on softs, I am not trying. He said, I am settling for P2. Thank you very much. I'm not doing it. There was no attempt to win the race. He tried to slipstream Piastri at the very beginning. As soon as Piastri fended off that attack, he said, I'm good.
Yeah, Piastri dumped on him on the safety car restart.
He
got caught out.
He said, I'm good. He said, I'm good. Everyone else, everything else, I don't care. Because he knew that if he tried to drive fast, he's going to cook his tires and he's going to fall back. And then, he's young enough to read tweets. I know he's on Twitter reading tweets. I know his reputation.
Bro, the guy was in the conference at the end of the race. And he's tweeting off his phone. Because he posted Lando Norris topless in the thing. In the war room, yeah. And then in the conference, shows the phone to Norris. Look what I just posted. Oh yeah, you stitched him up. Brother, this guy's moving like Leclerc in Hungary 2021. Man said, immediately I'm on my phone. I'm on the timeline after the race. Immediately. That's for me. That's facts. That's facts that Russell runs his account. If you at Russell, he's read that.
100%.
Because some other drivers they don't manage their thing. You get me? So someone else is tweeting off their account. They've got a social media manager or whatever. Russell's running that thing.
That's part of his personality.
Get me?
Is it?
Yeah.
That's him, man. Straight on the tweets.
When he's doing them Tory posts, that's him.
That's all him, yeah.
It's all him, bro.
Let's say he's going to be the new reformed Tory MP alongside Slee and Petrov.
God, what is that sound?
What?
What's that sound?
Zipping sound.
Oh shit, that's me. My bad. My bad.
That sounded crazy.
Oh, I was sipping my laptop. I was like, oh shit, I forgot I'm near the mic.
Man, trying to do incognito. Get that shit out of here, man. I was thinking, what?
Oh shit, I forgot I'll censor my mic. My bad. But yeah,
Okay.
let's move on.
Okay. Let's move on. Okay. So obviously there was the first set of pit stops, in which case everyone pitted, Lando served his penalty, fell a bit behind. And then we reached the next set of pit stops, which the first of it, some interesting things happened, like Verstappen going on hard for whatever reason. And then
Just you big brain, yeah.
I don't know. I just think they were just slow and said, we'll just do anything at this point.
Bro,
he was breathing heavy behind an Alpine, bro.
He was mid. I thought there was something going on. I don't think it was even him. I just think the car is mid, bro.
Oh, no, yeah, the car's terrible.
I mean, they didn't even test the softs in practices. I mean, sorry, the hards in practice anyway. So they were just going on their freestyle, like, yeah, fuck it.
You know what's so funny? I was watching practice and everybody practiced like, oh, why are McLaren using all their hards? They're not going to have any for the race. They fucking knew. Them hards were meaty. They said, let's get rid of these now. We're not using any mediums. But Red Bull didn't even check. They're like, oh yeah, let's they tried to do the Perez strategy. Let's slap on halves, go long. Not knowing that the hards was awful. But not good. I know Verstappen's livid. When Antonelli overtook him, I know he was livid.
Bro, they're having emergency meetings after the race, bro. Them man are fried.
I heard that Verstappen's got a clause that if he's certain position in the championship, he can trigger an exit clause. I heard it's like fourth or something. If he's fourth in the championship, so now he's third. It's scary. Man saying get on the blower right now.
Well, so if Russell overtakes them, you're saying it's Jova.
Yeah. What's the point? How much points is it? Let me check.
He's right next to him, you know.
6 points. 6 points.
Wait. So if Russell continues to drive like on a championship level, he loses his seat.
I never thought about that.
This is crazy.
So if Russell overperforms, he loses his seat, bro, to Verstappen.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Because they're not going to sack Kimi. Maybe they do a swap.
Why would Russell go to a team that's declining? It's looking like Man United post Fergie.
Well, it's either there or go Sauber or something, bro. What do you want man to do, bro? What else is there to go? All the sub teams are locked off.
No, Russell could go to McLaren.
No, he's good enough. I'm saying. No, I'm saying he
could.
Think about,
think that could happen.
It could happen.
You think Zach Brown's going to sack Lando for Russell? Yeah?
He was hugging.
Hey, listen. If Lando does not know how to drive the car, and it continues, it's going to be a Daniel Ricciardo situation. And then his Formula One career is in jeopardy, let alone McLaren.
That's crazy. That's a crazy thing to think of, you know.
But that's only because I'm watching a guy that doesn't know how to drive the car.
And he's kind of admitting, it's tricky, but yeah, it's a bit.
He's braking all in different places. He doesn't know what the car's doing, which is what Daniel Ricciardo was doing.
Yeah, it's kind of.
But then, who's to say that somebody else will jump in the seat and then not know how to drive the car either? Because this is the only car. I don't know. But anyways, like George has got options in him. But Verstappen, they do it. He's on. I know he blasted him in the after the race.
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. Like I ain't here for this shit.
Yeah, Frad. Yeah, Pierre Wash. Ooh, get the torches out.
Pierre Moyes, man.
Get the torches up, man.
Do you know what's crazy? Yeah, that all of the Nui disciples, all the Nui disciples that Mandem were hyping up, bar one,
Rob Marshall.
Yeah, he's the exception.
Rob Marshall's not even a new.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I said bar one. You said bar one. I'm saying him.
Bar one, yeah. Like, and even he don't really count as much because he's old. He's not.
Yeah, he's Benetton, man. He was with Ross Brawn and them, man. Rob Marshall.
Yeah, he's not a YG. He's just
he's a brother-in-law. Yeah.
Yeah. The rest of these man, Dan Fellows, you're unemployed, brother.
Scary. R.I.P.
Man in the job center.
We're releasing swans for you, bro. Thanks for the podiums at 23, brother. We're releasing swans for you, bro.
I'll say this: the new disciples that were after the Vettel era are looking spooky.
Maybe, I might have to do a separate episode on this, because maybe they just didn't want to soak up any game. Just for we've got this now. Because remember in previous years, through 22 car, 23 car, stuff like that, they were trying to downplay Newbie's influence and trying to big up Pierre Wash and all shit like that, innit? But now man's on his own. It's looking kind of. So it kind of leaves questions there, doesn't it? Was it really all you, or was it you who was ghostwriting you? Was that really your Drake, or was it Quentin Miller? You know what I mean?
Man, we told the world, that like in the 22, the Red Bulls of Russia was in their suspension, and it was Newey doing the design. It wasn't aerodynamics; it was suspension. They could make the aerodynamics work the best out of everyone. That brother's gone now. Not doing anything for you, man, no more. Now it's these man doing aerodynamics. They don't understand the ground effect. These men don't understand. They made their car hard to drive. It's peak.
Yeah, let's just look for some more downforce. They're cooked, man.
following Mercedes methodology, just slap downforce on there and see what happens.
Do you know what? When you think about it in hindsight, pretending Newey did nothing is crazy.
Nuts.
That man pretended like, no, he's not doing that. He's in the background.
Absolutely crazy.
Because that even happened before. I swear there was like a Red Bull car before, in the beginning of the turbo hybrid era, when Newey went to go do his own thing for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then left Rob Marshall in charge. And then the car was median, and they're like, call Adrian back right now.
No. To be fair, that was because the engine was so bad, that they just messed up the aerodynamics because the engine was cooked. And so they have to call Newey to be like, the engine's cooked. You kind of messed up the aerodynamics because we had to strip off all the little bits of downforce to basically be fast enough in a straight line that we're not, just going backwards. Yeah. So the car was
help us win Mexico.
Yeah, that was basically it. It was like, help us win Mexico.
Monaco, you get me? But yeah, it's scary over there. We're watching an implosion. People are not talking about it, bro.
It's only Yoss who really highlighted it, really. He said, look, it's going to kick off from last year. He said it. And slowly but surely we're starting to see it.
When have you seen Max Verstappen finish only 10 seconds ahead of his teammate?
Okay. Let's add a caveat here, Because when was the last time we kind of rated any of his teammates?
No, I'm just saying, like, Max is P6 and Yuki's P9. You don't see Red Bulls that close together if the car's meaty.
Yeah, the car's meaty, no. Not really.
Yeah, but then again,
if the car's good, like last year, Bahrain, obviously, they're going to be 1-2, you get me?
Yeah, but again, Perez was not off the standard. Albon...
So Yuki's better than Perez?
Yes.
Yuki's new here, bro. This is his first top car. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but he's still better than Perez.
That's crazy on Perez.
Bro, I'm telling you, Perez...
That's crazy. Cadillac driver Perez.
That's something that's going to annoy me, bro.
You're upset.
I'm very upset. I can't, like... See, people like Perez and Bottas, their time is done. That generation's time is done. Move on, man.
I can't wait for that Cadillac seat to be Bottas and Perez together.
That's going to be so funny.
Your head is going to be on the moon, Raj.
Bro, tariffs save me, bro. Just bankrupt the team from even starting, bro. They won't have money.
They've already got a UK base, bro. They're good, man.
Cool, isn't it? They had that Renault guy. What's his name? That Renault technical guy.
Pat Simmons.
Pat Simmons, yeah.
Bro,
Crash Simmons, you know.
Look, yeah. Extinction Rebellion, you got one more in you.
You're that insane.
Brother, they are all in jail, brother. There's none of them left.
No. They said mission accomplished. They said they're chilling now.
Nah, bad.
Nah, job's not finished, man.
Job's not finished.
Job's not finished, bro. Planet's cooked.
Okay.
Must have heat waves in April. Planet's cooked.
It's true. It was like 20 plus degrees yesterday. What the hell?
Fucking hell.
Okay, let's move on, because the safety car did come out, and this is when certain strategy calls went a bit astray. Because we have the McLarens who went on mediums, the Mercedes who went on softs, and then the Ferraris who went on hards. So I'm going to flip it. I'm going to start with you, Mahad. What was your thoughts about the strategy calls after the safety car because of Sainz and Tsunoda's contact?
I don't want to play ignorant here, because I see it from a McLaren perspective. I know that we saved mediums for this scenario. But the question is, did Ferrari and Mercedes, did they have no choice but to put those tires on? But they didn't have mediums.
So Ferrari had no choice because they went medium because they cooked their tires. Yeah. So it was either hard or soft for Ferrari. And if your mediums were not lasting, like if your mediums were doing the same stent lifts as people's softs, you're not going to put softs on. You're going to die, essentially. So they were forced to put on hards.
What about Mercedes?
Now that one, I have no idea.
I know they had mediums. Because Russell wouldn't say that radio if he didn't know they had mediums.
No. They didn't have mediums.
Well, they didn't. They had hards.
They had one set of hards and one set of mediums, and the rest were softs.
That man came into a race.
Yeah.
With that many tires.
I can read the allocation. I'll read the allocation for the top 4 teams, yeah. So McLaren had 1 new hards, 2 new mediums.
2 new mediums.
Ferrari had 1 new hards, 2 new mediums. Red Bull, Max had 2 new hards, 1 new medium. Tsunoda had 1 new hard, 1 new medium. And the Max had 1 new hard, 1 new medium, and everyone else had new softs. Yeah.
So what's the name? Red Bull had a stinker there. They cooked themselves before they even went to the race.
Yeah.
The race was over from the start. And then Ferrari ended themselves by starting on mediums.
No.
Because you have to do medium, soft, medium. You got to do medium.
They did do medium.
No, I'm saying you can't do medium. You have to do medium, soft, medium.
If they knew that their tire wear on the soft tires was not good, if you know yourself that you're going to be...
What the upgrades are for, bro?
The upgrades is basically to make the car usable.
Yeah, you man are cooked. This is 2025. End of regs. What are you talking about? They're bringing upgrades to make it usable. This ain't 2023, you know?
It was not a good start.
You're the only team without a podium out of the top 4. We are 4 races in.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah, no Grand Prix.
The only team out of the top 4 teams.
It basically, we got that one China sprint race saved our lives.
I don't count sprint races. You got no poles, no podiums. It's scary.
Damn. Lights on off Freddie V. Because with the trajectory you had at the back of the last season, this isn't good enough, really.
But it's one thing where I would say the trajectory last season was a bit of a false dawn, because we had to change things. We had to change things. If you're near the performance ceiling of that philosophy, and you knew that the opposition had a lot more to gain, you had to change things up.
All right, I hear you because McLaren's car is completely different to last year.
Yeah, so McLaren took a big step.
They took a gamble because they could have failed.
Yeah, but if McLaren, so if Ferrari hadn't made that big step, that big change, and made a small upgrade, yeah, McLaren made their step. Mercedes made their step, and they'd fallen behind. We'd have called them man that. You man knew that there wasn't that much performance in the car left. This, that, another. You man are dumb. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's more
just nip it in the bud and go to 26, man. We ain't got time for this shit.
They made the right call. They just didn't execute it perfectly. And that's
so how are you gonna execute 26 if you can't execute one philosophy change in 25?
Hey man,
you've had bare philosophy changes in this regs.
Bro, the thing is, some were enforced due to rule changes. Others is on us. This is the first time it was just on us. The other ones were enforced due to rule changes. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna fault Ferrari because it was unlucky with a safety car because their strategy was cooking.
But how much patience is Leclerc gonna have? He's been waiting all this time, man. He just wants a championship winning car, man.
He has an exit clause in his contract, no?
Yeah, but this is going to be the last straw, isn't it?
Then they involved
you Ferrari have to appease Leclerc.
No, they don't.
Do they?
They don't. Berman's there waiting. So the exit clause.
So you don't think they're under pressure to give him a car?
I think that first way they're under pressure in some sense because they're always under pressure. But it's a thing of if Leclerc just basically goes, I've had enough, I'm running away. I don't think the people at Ferrari are overly pressed because they got next up. When you have someone waiting in the wings, you're not overly pressed. It's not Red Bull where these men are pressed to keep Max because there's no next up. Because Lawson isn't that guy. Sonoda, good driver, you're not that guy. Hadjar, it remains to be seen. So they're pressed. Mercedes weren't pressed because they had Antonelli. They knew Antonelli was good. So it's a different kind of thing where you have a guy ready and waiting than when you don't have a guy ready and waiting.
They got Leclerc on an 18 album deal, bro, and they didn't give him a studio. Of course he's gonna be pissed off.
No, I understand it, and I understand why. Like the thing is, part of me sympathizes with Leclerc fans, but part of me gets annoyed at them because crashing out every weekend is not healthy. It's not healthy.
Who's that? Fans or Leclerc? Which one?
The
both of them. Okay. Both.
The thing is, Leclerc's kind of like vibing a little bit.
You don't look happy.
It doesn't look happy, but it's like, what can you do?
Hey, listen, man. He's getting Daytona SP3s in his spec, man. Things could be worse.
I said Ferrari soft life, bro.
Things could be worse, man. You know what I mean?
Go flog your. He's flogging his ice cream. I know. Anik and them, man. I've bought a couple of them. So
have you, bro. Don't lie to me, bro.
I haven't yet, you know.
Anik ain't buying no 20 pound ice cream, bro.
No, man. You know the image.
£2, bro.
No, you know. No, he's buying it, man. Or his wife's buying it for him, man. His partner's buying it for him, bro. We know what Anik's about, man. He's like that. He's like what people pretend Draymond is like. I got my king inside of me.
That is insane. Man said he's Drummond with LeBron.
I've got my goat inside. I've got Charlotte inside of me. That is crazy work, man. These times it's just what Ben and Jenny's switch up. Fuck you know.
Listen, one thing I will say is, this Leclerc fans, Hamilton fans beef is entertaining as fuck, man. These men are going at it. You man ain't even got a podium. What are you scrapping for? Not even scrapping over dubs.
Bro,
We said this was going to happen last year. When it got announced, I said, these two fan bases are insane. The two insane fan bases that know very little about Formula One.
Bro, it's so annoying. The thing is, because you know when you saw something coming, and it's the worst variant of what you saw coming. This is the worst scenario because the car's kind of ass. So these
if the car was good, would it be better situation?
No.
If like Leclerc and Hamilton were switching wins, like, oh, he got to win, you got to win. You know what I mean? They're going back and forth.
But it still be terrible. But I wouldn't care because I'm winning, so I don't care. When you're losing and you're seeing two idiots fight each other, is that when you play as team sport and you see two of the teammates are fighting each other, but you've lost 3-0. Like we're playing football, you lost 3 and you two are fighting each other. You would have slapped them both. That's me right now. I'm like, why are you man fighting?
That's me watching Piastri fans and Norris fans. I'm like, yo, we both won. I don't care. What McLaren employee won today? That's all I care about. Right? Yeah. But in your scenario, everything's just meaty and people are arguing.
My driver got this much out of the car. Your driver didn't.
Oh, look, he qualified 3 tenths ahead of him. Brother, you're not even in the front row, bro. What's going on?
Fighting over scraps, man. That's what it is.
The fighting over scraps today, like I saw the tweet where, Leclerc could be on pole, Hamilton could be P20. They'll end up right next to each other at the end of the race.
See, the thing is, Leclerc fans could hold that because when it was Russell last year, them man were laughing. They're doing
drinking up.
They will do keys. It's not funny anymore, innit? Yeah.
No, I'm saying, do you know what's so funny? Leclerc did all of that and he only scored 2 more points than Hamilton. Man did the mad obstacles. Did all of this. Let me keep the hearts alive. Let me do this. Only scored 2 more points. Put the quali lap. You celebrate this quali lap. Yeah.
8 seconds though. 8 seconds though.
Nobody cares. You know when I tell you this, yeah. I'm in my mind with this new point system, yeah. Anything from P4 to P10, yeah. The points are negligible. I don't care.
Is that how much you get for like P5 or 10 points?
P5 you get 10 points. P4 you get 12. There's nothing in it. To me, between P4, P6, who gives a shit?
No. The thing is, do you know what the testament of that is? Last season, when you look at the Mercedes results, yeah, that period of time when Hamilton overtook Russell, yeah, that after 2 race wins, Hamilton overtook Russell, yeah, and you're there going, I swear that the head-to-head was like 10-3 or whatever, yeah, but because of the big points came in, you're there going, damn, those P5 finishes when the car was simply the 4th best car didn't mean a single thing.
They don't mean anything, bro. Finish a P7 and P5, there's no difference. There's difference in points, but the points margins are so marginal, don't even matter anyway. Like, for example, today, like Lando finishing 3rd and Oscar finishing 1st, that's a 10-point slap to the head top, bro. That's a big drop. But when you're talking about what P5 to P7, who cares? Verstappen finished P6. You probably don't even know how much points you get for P6.
Yeah.
That was a funny time. And Lewis, the first time Lewis finished P10 is like, oh, we got points down here, bro.
Funniest moment. I see it. I see it the timeline just now. Yeah, was Ben Solomon trying to hug Lewis after the race. Big MBS doing up this when he saw Lewis after the race. Lewis aired him. MBS doing Derek, big man.
You're there.
Derek's just ignoring him.
You're there.
That's what I was doing. MBS. Lewis aired him. Oh man, MBS is too funny, man. I'm gonna do a separate episode about MBS, man. The guy's a
goat, man.
Yeah. We'll get onto him another time. Anyway, the strategy calls were made. Mercedes put on softs on their drivers, had them fighting for their lives. I had George fighting for his life in every single way possible. Brakes gone, tracker gone, DRS broken, all sorts of nonsense. He held on for P2. Lando Norris, after all of these troubles and worries, ended up in P3. Leclerc P4, Hamilton P5. I don't even know who's in P6.
Verstappen.
It was, yeah.
Okay,
Verstappen P6, Gasly P7, Ocon P8, Tsunoda P9, and Behrman P10.
Okay. Let's move on to driver of the day. So, Richard, who's your driver of the day nominee?
My driver of the day is Oscar Piastri. He had a race that you expect someone of a world champion to have, or maybe someone who wants to be a world champion, if you will, to have. Didn't put a foot wrong, even with the safety car restart. No, absolutely chilling. Didn't make no mistakes, no nothing. Clean air, chilling, cool. Honorable mentions is George Russell. As I said before, he had 100 problems, DRS problems, having to manage the softs, a rampage in Norris, all sorts. He made his strategy work, even though really it shouldn't have worked, and he got an amazing P2. So yeah, honorable mentions to him. Yeah, that's my driver of the day.
Mahad, your driver of the day?
My driver of the day, I'll have to say the same, Oscar Piastri. Very mature, lights the flag performance. That's what I need to see. If you keep stringing it all together, I just need to see all these results coming in. But yeah, no problems. And there was a lot of pressure, man. The whole country was on his neck. He had to win the race, man. One of the McLarens had to, and he did it. So he goes home happy with a fat trophy. And they probably gave him a mansion in Bahrain in the suburbs for that win. So yeah, driver of the day, Oscar. I'll give honorable mention to Pierre Gasly. That car should not be there. That car should not be there. But he's hanging around. P7. Like, hanging with the big boys. Did a good job, man. Especially after good quality as well. But yeah, so that's my drivers. And yourself, Ranch?
Driver of the day, I'm giving it George because he's been cooking all season, and the team are actively trying to sabotage him, like not on purpose, just through incompetence, because they messed up quali, and then they basically said, "You're doing 24 laps on soft tires. Good luck." And he's managed to pull it through with all the things that were going wrong in terms of DRS, brakes, steering wheel. It's a good drive, and he's been good all season. It's kind of, he's in a weird place where, because people don't like him, they refuse to rate him, and we got to give him his plaudits because that's real driving right there. And now that he's out of the Lewis Hamilton shadow kind of thing, and it's like he's in his own space, he's doing well. So good job from him. And then obviously honorable mentions to the Haas drivers and Pierre Gasly. That's good points, and you gotta respect that Ocon did that thing where he ghosts up the field again and no one knows how, and Behrman seemed to have done it as well, and it kept a Mercedes behind him, so I can't fault him for that. And then Gasly again, the Alpine's not the greatest car, but he's put in the points, and he's basically gone one step closer to getting his teammate fired, so can't fault him. And then now for stink of the day, the Latifi Dior. Richard, who had your stink of the day?
It's a tough one, man. I'm tempted to give it to Norris, but I'm not going to give it to him. It's a toss-up between Carlos Sainz and Liam Lawson, to be fair. Liam Lawson got 20 seconds worth of penalty points because of, I think he drove someone off track, was it? Let me get the documents up. Sorry. No, causing a collision. Sorry, yeah. Caused collision. Yeah, he qualified P17 and up P16. Yeah, he had a stinker, man. he had a stinker. So Carlos Sainz as well. I think he caused collision also. He also had a stinker as well. So Latifi Dior, being generous, joint one, Carlos Sainz and Liam Lawson.
Mahad, your Latifi Dior nominees?
Oh, you took mine, Sainz, man. What's he doing? What's Sainz doing, bro? Sainz forgot to. This is how Sainz was driving the midfield before, by the way. But people forgot. Sainz is like, if you check Sainz's career from the beginning to now, yeah, in that beginning part, he caused the most collisions you'll ever see, bro. This guy had bare DNFs from collisions and incidents. And we're seeing it again. He's not comfortable there. He's like, why am I here? I'm going back to my old ways. I'm going back to my Renault ways. My Toro Rosso days. This is what This is what it looks like, man. It's going under the radar. And the thing is, the thing will go under the radar because it's not on the camera, innit? You're gonna just see Lando having an absolute stinker, and then it will obviously all the hatred and vitriol will go towards him having a stinker. But at the end of the day, like, just the guy doesn't know how to drive the car, so he's F1 futures in jeopardy, let alone anything else. But Sainz just clotting man out here, just causing his own DNF, causing safety cars. It's nasty, man. And it will just say, I don't know how to, I have to adapt to the Williams. You're getting dunked on by Albon, man. It's looking spooky.
Sainz said demon home, bro. He said demon home.
What, man said man Debo in midfield.
Yeah, bro.
Don't try to overtake me. I'm a Ferrari driver.
Hey, man. You know what? I respect it, man. We need terrorists, bro. We lost Magnussen, you know. We need some of that box office nonsense in midfield.
Yeah, true. That's
true.
true.
You need one stinker in there just basically doing up rubbish.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Honorable stinker, obviously, Norris. Just same post moves over and over again, man. Just pattern, man. Fuck's sake. I'm just tired of this shit.
Do you think this will be the female season, then?
Why does he just, every single time, why does he think, yeah, let me just hang around the outside? Can you go inside line one time, bro? Do a little two-step, jab inside. What's going on, bro? Every single time, try to hang around the outside. Come on, man. Fuck around, bro. This is not good. Not good at all, bro. So you got a couple races to snap out of it, boy. It's scary hours for him, bro. This is where you could go down the Ricciardo route.
Okay. Latifi Dior be between Lawson and Norris. I'll give it Lawson because, bro, this is not good. Bare penalties, slow. Like, you go into Formula 1 by chance. It was by luck that Daniel Ricciardo broke his hand. Make the most of your opportunity. They didn't rate you like that. And then you managed to scramble a chance, and now you're messing it up. Brother, we watched Limbad's stint in the F2 feature race, the second stint. He was cooking. Some will break. They're not afraid to change you out, you know. If he goes and does cooks in the practice session, you're done out here, bro.
Hey, racing balls, we'll sell you Dunn for 8 more. We'll sell you Alex Dunn for 8 more.
No, you need him because of Lando, bro. That's what that.
We ain't putting no F2 guy in the car. You're right. This is a front runner. This ain't the old days. What do you think this is? I said we're getting fresh young bucks out of F2 to put in the car. But we'll take other teams' drivers if it's necessary. But yeah, it's spooky for Lawson, bro. People are vouching for him. I'm revoking those cards, man. He was telling me you could drive for a top team. You can't have drive for a backmarker, bro. Get dunked on by Hadjar. Like, I'm telling you right now, Hadjar's already better than him. We're 4 races in. Hadjar's better than him. Hadjar's just got it.
I already told everyone that Hadjar's bad. I put Hadjar high up. I rate Hadjar, bro. I knew already.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't underperform at Racing Bulls because they've got 400 million man. waiting.
It's actually true.
You can underball format like Sauber or something like that. Not racing bulls. They'll throw you out the seat immediately, bro. I'm looking at them F3 Donnies. I'm just seeing bare Red Bull liveries. It's scary hours, bro.
Let's say Tram and all them man there.
Fam, I just see bare Red Bull liveries. I'm saying yes. Lawson, pack your bags. I'm seeing Ollie Goethe and that. Come on.
Hey, there's also Pepe Marti in F2, bro.
I can't do another Alonso disciple. I know we took pictures in that.
There's bare Alonso disciples in the Red Bull program. What's going on?
I didn't even realize, you know. He's got bare sons out there adopting them.
And he's got Bortoleto. Bortoleto's his son.
Bro,
we're gonna live the next generation of Alonso just being in the paddock at all times because that's my guy. He's part of my academy.
See, he's done. He basically said, I'm not taking the chances on my son being a Nico Rosberg or Damon Hill. I don't think he's going to do that. I think my kid will turn up like Sebastian Montoya or David Schumacher. So he basically said, long that I'm going to take the tyre kids and adopt them, bro.
Why did you say that and not Mick?
Mick made it to F1, bro. Mick made it. He made it. He wasn't great, but he made it. It's the same thing of like Nakajima. Nakajima made it to Formula One. We can give man credit for making it in the club. These man, David and Sebastian Montoya, didn't get in. They're not getting in.
Hey, he's got an F2 primacy, even though I dropped stocks. Sebastian Montoya.
I just dropped stocks, bro.
I dropped stocks, even though it wasn't his fault. Somebody just clotted him, but I just let him out. I don't care. This is too much of a risky investment, man.
Bro,
listen, I'm not invested.
I'm here because of people like Mahad are doing hate watches on Mick. I'm here doing hate watches on Sebastian Montoya. I'm like, yo, this feels nasty, bro. Doing hate watches on kids, not even F1. What the hell?
I was hate watching on. Who was I hate watching on? I can't remember. Yeah, Victor Martins, but he's a grown man. He's like 28, so.
Man, he's getting that Williams signs. Pack your bags, bro. It's time for the.
Victor Martins is not taking signs in the seat, man.
We need the Victor Martins.
This is crazy
experience, bro. It's gonna be the funniest thing ever. We just need that, man.
Nah, that's too bad, man.
No, Sainz loses his seat and Norris takes his seat.
Wait, what? Oh shit! Fucking hell!
I think it's real
crazy.
Hey, man, life on the line right now, man. I think he'll turn it around. I believe in him. Don't worry. But right now, if it's the same, it's life's on the line. Same with Sainz, bro. They put bare money in Sainz. Valves is like, fuck. It's not looking good.
I just saw Colapinto for 20 mil. Fuck.
I could have put Colapinto in it. I could have put Luke Brown in it.
No.
Giving this guy the wealth of Armenia.
Colapinto was done, man. It's over, man. That was a fun period. That was a small penny stock that now I've relinquished because it boomed. I don't need to see him again.
Well, you're saying he gave you a vibe he couldn't maintain, yeah?
I knew he wasn't going to maintain that vibe, bro.
I saw him crying at the end of that last season. I said, this guy's not good, bro.
You've got stock in him, bro.
Colapinto?
No. It's Ranch.
No, I sold it, bro. It's done. He made it to F1.
The only people that he's got real stock in is with British passport.
Yeah. All French passport. Yeah. If you're British or French, come here. Yeah.
All the other ones are just fake. These are not real stocks.
Yeah.
No. Colapinto was one of the ones where it's like, this is a long shot to Formula One. Yeah. It's like, cool. He made it. I said he did that little Baku Monza little cheeky point sessions. I said, this is as good as it's gonna get. Let me just get out of here now and, chill. It's not a real stock. I'm like, I don't care about him like that. We know who the true like special ones are.
Once my drivers make Formula One, I'll drop stocks.
So the new rule, yeah.
I've dropped Hydro stocks already. I already made my money. I'm out. There was times where it was looking spooky. You weren't gonna make Formula One. You made it, man. I'm here, man.
I'm gonna stay until we get the Red Bull seat, bro. It's possible.
You'll take Verstappen's seat,
bro. At that moment,
they've got no choice. Did you hear? I just read something. Helmut Marko. Did you see this tweet?
No.
It's looking spooky. He said, "We are worried that he's going to leave." I didn't need to do his accent, but we are worried. Look, Helmut Marko has told Sky Germany that they are concerned about Max questioning his stay at Red Bull. Leaving is a big leaving could happen. So they must bring improvements in the nearby future so they can get the car with wins and not just by coincidence like Brazil or Japan. So they're saying Brazil and Japan are coincidences now. They were saying, they said it was on merit. They were like, yeah, Max, fantastic, legendary drive. Now they say coincidence. They've just undermined the win by saying it's coincidence.
Yeah, because they know the truth, man.
A man gained 4 million places with a red flag.
Yeah, bro, they knew, yeah.
Russell and Norris was down the road, bro. He was never catching. They literally boxed. And Japan just 2 bottles.
2 bottles, and then Pirelli messing up the tires, man.
So now they're saying it's coincidence. Fairs. Now they realize they got a good car. Okay. Helmut Marko is gonna be on the streets, bro.
Oh, he's done his
Max
job.
leaves, he's cooked.
Nah, man. The actually, he might be cooked. I don't know if any of the other kids like him. He might be cooked. All right. Let's leave it there. Is there anything else you guys want to add on the race in the weekend at all?
Let me see my notes. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think so.
Well, I was gonna say something, but I can't remember now, man. But yeah. McLaren have won 75% of the races. I hope you guys are enjoying McLaren domination. It will continue. Continue.
Alonso still has 0 points, so I left with something.
That's an unnecessary shot, man.
I'm dead. Man said I'm leaving with son.
I haven't looked at the driver standards yet. It's looking crazy, man.
It's looking wild.
Fernando Alonso's with Lawson, Doohan, and Bortolero.
At least Bortolo's in a Sauber, yeah, so we could excuse him having 0 points.
Stroll's got double-digit points.
Exactly. Okay, to be fair, Alonso did DNF for like 2 races, yeah. So like,
okay.
I will excuse him, but Doohan and Lawson, you man stink, bruv.
I'm just looking at the standings now. It's Drover for Ferrari, man,
Already?
Russell is 4th with 63 points. Do you know how much 5th has got?
About 39.
32 points. Leclerc. Russell already built a 30-point gap on his head.
That's crazy work.
So we're already seeing a breakaway in the championship where it's just going to be those 4. It's going to be Oscar, Lando, Verstappen, and George. There's a huge gap already.
Hey, you know how at the start of the season, yeah, how I like my thought for Kimi was kind of like, oh, he has to beat Lawson. It might have to be, you know, if Ferrari don't get good, fight with Leclerc.
No, you're taking a piss. This is how far we don't fail. Now we're talking about Antonelli versus Leclerc.
Bro, if the car's that good, yeah, if the car's able to be like up there, you know, get a cheeky couple of P4s, and you're right there.
I'll never forget the hype Ferrari got preseason, man. It was all time, man. Now look.
Aura farming, man. That's the greatest aura farm we've ever seen, bro. It's like Piccolo, bro. Piccolo's never beaten the main villain, but he's gonna look cool. That was us. We looked cool.
That man just dribbling, not going to do nothing, man. Adama Traore F1, man. Just dribbling, doing nothing, bro.
That's a no end product.
No assists, no goals.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
You know, a young Jeremy Doku product, you know. The comp's gonna look crazy though. Their jinx. Their takeoffs completed.
Before we leave, Ranch, how do you feel about McLaren going back-to-back constructors before Ferrari even won a constructors after having competitive cars for a very long time?
I'm not like overly fussed because this McLaren is not the Ron Dennis McLaren who I despised. Like, I don't put it this way. we're in the gentleman era of Formula One. I don't care as much. It's not like Red Bull where like I don't like these man, or Mercedes where I don't like these man. McLaren, cool, whatever.
All right. I think Red Bull fans feel differently because they hate McLaren right now. Zach Brown's always going at them, man. Zach Brown don't really beef Ferrari.
Yeah, because
he fucking hates Christian Horner.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. They don't like Horner, and they don't like. I'm be honest. They don't like Horner. I reckon these man don't really rate Total Wolff either. But Mercedes not relevant, so no one cares.
Total Wolff, man. The Sir Jim Radcliffe of F1, man.
Scary.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about Man United and Mercedes sharing the same host, but it's all good. We'll speak about that.
Oh man.
Have you got? I swear the Ineos's badge is not even on the car no more.
No, it's on the.
Yeah, it is. It's on the front wing, front end plates. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's not red anymore.
Yeah, it's not on the airbox anymore. So it looks like he's scaling back or whatever he's doing. I don't know.
Don't worry, man. We'll put Onana on Russell's side of the garage. It's fine. You'll be a safe hands,
bro. If I see that collab, I'm finished, bro. Adidas, yeah. Just make Russell link the Arsenal players, bro. You did it with Madrid. Make him link the Arsenal players.
That's never happening, man.
And you know,
Sir Jim Radcliffe, 30% owner of Mercedes Petronas. AMG,
bro. That Saka Russell collab will feed my family. I don't know about anyone else. It feeds my family.
No, just your family. That's it. Just your family.
Just your particular family.
Because all the Saka fans don't know who Russell is, and all the Russell fans probably don't care about Saka. Well, some of them will, but yeah. So you are the graph where the circles overlap. You're in the middle of that.
Okay, I'm the middle of then.
I'll shout out to Peter. I'll get Peter to give Saka a McLaren jersey. It's fine. Don't worry.
Oh shit.
Don't worry about that, man.
He's right.
I don't know what to say.
All right, let's wrap up here. Yeah, we've done our hour. Okay, so I want to thank you all for listening. Make sure to follow us on all socials, on Twitter, on X, Pitstop Fracas, YouTube. Make sure to like us for the video, Pitstop Fracas. If you're listening to us on Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, I mean, make sure to give us a 5-star review. Make sure to give us a 5-star review and write some nice comments down below. We'll be back roughly around this time next week for the Saudi GP. So I think you know where to find us. Peace.
Peace.